Hi everyone, today we're going to be making our friend Ether here.
What exactly is an ether? Ether. It makes you behave like the village drunkard in some early Irish novel.
That's not what an ether is. An ether is a class of organic compounds that's an oxygen attached to two alkyl or aryl groups with a general formula of ROR. Roar.
So how do you make an ether?
Well, one reaction is the Williamson ether synthesis. You take a primary alcohol and you react it with NaH to deprotonate it. This forms an alkoxide. This alkoxide then reacts with an alkyl halide via an SN2 reaction to form our final product, ether. You can see ether this time is sitting in a chair.
Another way to form an ether is if you have a primary alcohol, strong acid, and heat. This primary alcohol will deprotonate the strong acid, giving you the following. And next, in a concerted SN2 reaction, a second molecule of your primary alcohol will nucleophilically attack your R group. The OH2, which is now a good leaving group, will leave, and what you are left with after deprotonation by a polar solvent is a symmetrical ether.
Another way to form an ether is through SN1 reaction. So this time we're going to start with a tertiary alcohol. So this alcohol is going to be protonated by a strong acid to make a good leaving group. This leaving group is then able to leave on its own and will give us a carbocation, which, because it is tertiary, is stable. This will then react with a primary alcohol, which then, after being deprotonated by a polar solvent, will give us an asymmetrical ether.
All right, so let's start with alkene this time. And react it with a strong acid, okay? And you'll see the alkene electrons attack the hydrogen, and we'll get a carbocation where the positive charge is stabilized since it's tertiary, and this will react with an alcohol basically, and with an SN1 nucleophilic attack, which will result in the product after a deprotonation by the polar solvent.
Now we've all learned about our friend Ether!